Hey guys, it's Nate, aka The Foot Account, and welcome back to the channel. It's way too early to be talking about FC26. I know, it's June right now when recording this, but we just had some major leaks about the pre-order rewards for FC26, which really include a lot of Easter eggs. Like, there's some things in here that I think are good and require more of a discussion than just, a couple of minutes. So I wanted to make a shorter video over here on the second channel, but I wanted to make some sort of video and deep dive into this and get your guys' thoughts and how you're feeling on it based on these rewards that look kind of crazy. So I was going to post this on the main channel, but it just makes sense to post it over here in the second channel, at least for now, because I don't want to mess up the flow of the daily uploads at the same time as always on the main channel. So that's why we're doing this one here. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. If you have comments, questions, everything, put them down below. We're going to do more FC26 news, of course, as we get through the rest of the summer and be talking about that a lot. We also have the official card design to look at today inside of these leaks. Now, let's just get straight into it because this is the tweet that summarizes it very well inside of one graphic. There was a couple of leakers saying this, and it's kind of confirmed by all the leakers at this point that we know the pre-order bonuses for the Ultimate Edition of FC26. And the biggest thing is EA is giving us an icon from the start of the year. That's pretty crazy. Let's be completely honest. Even if it is like the hero situation that we had last year at the beginning, or this year, I guess, technically at the beginning of FC25, where you got one of those origin heroes, which then upgraded later on in the year, like that's still a card that's going to go instantly in your team. It's the exact same thing we said last year. I packed Tim Howard even. Tim Howard's hero card was one of my most used cards in my club because I had a solid goalkeeper from the very start of the game. When he got upgraded, he was even pretty solid later on in November. And of course, then he got replaced by like Team of the Year Casillas later on when Team of the Year went crazy. But that just gives you incredible potential. If this is a pack like the hero one was, you could pack somebody like R9. Of course, you could get stuck with somebody like Ian Rush, and then, you're not as happy. But in the first week of the game, when you pack an icon and put it into your team, you don't care who it is because that card is going to be usable at least for the first couple of weeks as you're getting your club off the ground. Even if you pack like Roy Keane or like not Vander Sar, that would be an insane pull, like Schmeichel or something like that, a card that would be seemingly useless still at the beginning of the game as an icon is going to be pretty good. Now, one thing with this, there's a couple of people on Twitter discussing what this whole icon situation is going to look like. Is it going to be a loan, right? You see free icon and stuff like that. ASY says untradeable. One of the other leakers says that it is not an icon. It's the same as the hero from last year. And then some guys in the comments are talking about baby icons. There haven't been any official leaks about that yet, but it would make sense if EA were to give us a lower level icon from the start of the year that maybe would upgrade like the hero card from last year. Maybe they are going to bring back the babies, the mids, and the prime versions of icons as kind of like promo teams, but also kind of how they used to be. I think I kind of miss that a little bit now. Maybe it's a nostalgia thing that I feel that I miss, but having the versions of the icons and having them being a little bit different, of course, now relying on promo versions kind of makes me miss that. So we'll just have to see if there's more leaks and news related to that. But just the fact that you're getting an untradeable icon to use in your club, not alone, from day one, if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition of the game, that's crazy. Now, the second thing is the FC points here. That's pretty crazy as well because in the previous years, we've only gotten 4,600 FC points, and even EA giving us FC points in general is a new thing. They used to not do that. They used to just give us packs. If you guys remember in the olden days, they would give you 15K packs, like 2 of them. Maybe it was 45K packs. I forget which kind of packs it was, but you would get the packs dropped onto your account every single Sunday night during squad battle rewards, and now you just get the points straight up ahead at the beginning of the game, which of course definitely makes EA more money because it gets you used to spending money, going to the store and opening those packs. But if they're actually going to increase the number of FC points up to 6,000, that's a dub. I mean, how else could it not be? That means either more packs and more coins right away at the start of the game, or more foot drafts if you want to grind that, or more evolutions, because surely there's going to be even more paid evos in FC26. That's going to give you more currency to be able to do that. But it's most important for the very beginning of the game, because you guys know what we do right off the start of a brand new Ultimate Team with those pre-order FC points is we go to the store and we rip 7.5k packs, and that gives us coins. That is how we build up coins and start our accounts off on the right foot. So having more FC points is good. The one thing I'll say from the first two options here from these rewards, is this game going to be more expensive? Is the Ultimate Edition going to be the most expensive one we've ever seen because of an icon, more FC points, and the season pass being included? I'm a little worried about that. Now, let's go to number 3 here. Additional Evo slot from launch. Now, there's a couple different ways this has been tweeted. The first guy who tweeted these leaks says it's 2 Evo slots. When I read that, that is immediately what I thought of, being able to do 2 Evos at the same time. Now, does that actually mean that, or does it mean they're going to give us 2 Evos from like the beginning of the year? Remember how we had the Ultimate Edition Evolution that was the Striker Evo at the beginning of FC 25, that was kind of your pre-order Evo. That was a good one, but it was like an Evo, it wasn't an extra slot. The way this is being worded though, it seems like we would be able to do 2 Evos at the same time. And that's something that we normally wait months for in this game. And it's usually a big deal when they actually allow us to do that. But if you can do that from the start of the game, that's a really hard aspect of the game to put a price tag on, FC points wise or coins wise, because again, if there's going to be 2 Evos that you can do from the start of the game right away, how many Evos are EA going to be releasing this year? Are we going to have an Evo every single day throughout the whole entire calendar year? Because that's going to enable you to complete evolutions faster and get more cards, and that's pretty crazy. So I like the sound of that. We'll see how it pays out. Now, this one right here, number 4 on the list, the Season 1 Premium Pass from launch. This has got a couple of Easter eggs in here that I want to discuss. The leakers aren't talking about this, but what this makes me think about is something very, very good for the season passes. Of course, backing up a quick second, who's surprised that the premium season passes are moving forward from FC 25 to FC 26? I'm still surprised it took EA so long to add a premium season pass because it was leaked literally at the start of FC 25, and we never had it until basically Team of the Season, right? That was when we had our first ever paid season pass. And of course, we like these for the number of rewards that is in it, but of course it costs coins, and there's no way in FC 25 to grind through the season pass to then give yourself the opportunity to upgrade to the next season pass as a premium pass for free. Kind of like how in a battle pass for Fortnite or Call of Duty, if you complete the battle pass, then you get the points to roll over or a token to roll over into the next one for free. Now, I don't know if EA is really going to do that, but by the way this is worded in this tweet, a season pass token, if it is a token that they're going to give you that redeems the premium season pass, that means they could put a token at the end of the premium pass of season 1 that would redeem you the premium pass to start on season 2. I love the sound of that. Again, that's not like an official leak. I'm just kind of reading through how this has been leaked and thinking of how EA would actually code that into the game, because we've never had a season pass token before. You just buy it inside of here or on the companion app or the web app, and then it works. But if they are going to start implementing tokens, I just think that there's a potential there for that to happen. I will say, though, I think EA would have to restructure the season passes if they were going to allow us to grind the premium one to then roll that into the next one, because everybody gets so far in the season so quick that they would not make as much money off of that. So that's why I'm still not 100% sold that EA is going to actually do that. But it's just a thought that I have. So that's the 4 biggest rewards. Now, the other rewards are obviously up to 7 days early access. This is normal. We know about this. The game is going to be opening up for early access for the Ultimate Edition on September 19th, 2025, I believe is the date. So it's the same release date as always. I know there were leaks earlier on that it was going to be an early release this year. That did not happen. It is the same as always. And then we actually do have a couple of packs in the code that are icon player picks and actually like packs with player picks inside of them for pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition and the Standard Edition. The NFC 25, by the way, those packs are kind of like the greats of the game packs that we had last year in FC 24 at the end of the summertime. We had one of those packs given out. Same thing for this year for FC 25. Some player picks and evidently some evolutions as well. So those are the pre-order bonuses as leaked by a couple of different guys on Twitter. Surely there's going to be a bit more news. Surely there's going to be some more to discuss with this, but that's a lot of news and very early, because I was taking a look back to last year to see when we could actually pre-order the game. I know it says pre-order before August 20th. That was last year's date. This year it sounds like it's August 26th. But I don't think pre-orders open until mid-July. I think it was July 14th or July 17th last year in the summer where we were actually able to pre-order FC25. So I think we're still going to be waiting a little bit for some news from EA Sports. Like, they're going to have an official announcement and stuff like that. But the fact that this is leaked probably means that the website like this for FC25 has been created for FC26. And that's how some of these leakers are getting that news from like data mining or however they do it to get this information. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about all of that, because that is wild. Number one, that they're giving us an icon. Number two, they're maybe giving us more FC points. And of course, the premium season pass. I think those are the three biggest things, and the EVOs. Four huge things. I am really worried that it's going to cost more because of that. Now, really quickly here, I want to look over one of the other leaks. Big day of FC26 news. The FC26 Gold Rare design and silvers and the bronzes and even the Team of the Week design and probably a couple others are going to be leaked. But we have the first few leaks here. You know what? I don't mind it. I think it's honestly a different design from what we've had in recent years. They've kind of gone with this like wave. It kind of looks like the inside of a gear. Like a gear would turn the wheel. That it looks like the grooves that you would see on that sort of situation. Yeah, that's the best way that I can describe that I think about it. But it's a very early leak for the FC26 official rare gold design. I'm kind of happy that there's not triangles in it. I don't know about you guys, but like this tweet right here from ASY showing the gold rare card evolution over the years, especially in the past couple, it's all been about the triangles. They like to keep the card art on kind of like the right side of the card. They keep the left side clear for like the stat numbers and the positions and the club and stuff like that. I don't know. It doesn't look that crazy. It doesn't look like they've really taken inspiration from an older design to get this FC26 design. All the gold cards look somewhat the same, and we don't even care about it one or two weeks after the release of the game. But I don't know, it looks solid. I just like to see more cards with actual faces on them to see how it looks with players. So that's one design we have there. This is the official Team of the Week design. You still have a little bit of a triangle situation going on here, but that is kind of interesting to note that that's very different from the gold card design. Don't have those, you know, that wave looking thing up the side like I mentioned with like the cylinder or whatever look with the grooves or anything. It's kind of got that triangle, still has some lines on it. Looks good. Looks like a Team of the Week card, if I'm being completely honest. And I think those are all the leaks right there. There was, okay, this guy just tweeted that the icon design was going to be leaked, but I do not believe we have a leak for the icon design just yet. It's just the Team of the Week, the golds, and the silvers. I mean, I can show you guys the silvers, but like they don't look that sick. They're just the same thing as the gold, but they're bronze and they're silver. So I would assume that we do have the designs incoming for the icon and for the hero if they're going to change. Like, of course, this year the hero design changed from what it was a few years back. And that was a good change, I think. But that's one thing we're going to be watching out for is the icon design and maybe some other card designs, but it's still very, very early. The biggest news is definitely the pre-order stuff because this kind of determines our levels of thought going into FC26 and do these rewards seem worth it? And these do. This seems like a step up. Like, again, we've been looking on this page here, comparing last year's rewards for FC25. Of course, we don't know anything about double rush points or the icon players here, you know, whatever they're going to be dropping in with this. But that's pretty cool that we're getting the icon. It's cool that we're getting more FC points, the season pass token, the additional Evo slot. The one thing that I just saw that I do want to maybe talk about again here is it did say Football Ultimate Team Player Evolution slot. So they called this a slot last year as well. And that was just an Evo that was given out. So maybe they're not giving us that second Evo slot. Maybe that's a bit too good to be true there, and maybe that would take a little bit of value away from what we originally imagined. That's what it made it sound like from these leaks. But, you know, based off of what EA kind of said here on their own screenshot from last year, this is from the official webpage from last year, maybe that doesn't in fact mean they were getting that second slot to evolve two players at the same time, and it's just a like Evo that you get to claim to then put into an evolution. So yeah, that's maybe not as good as it originally seemed, but we'll see. We'll wait for more leaks on this and some more confirmation, and pretty soon we'll be talking a lot more about FC FC26. I know it's not the right time to talk about FC26 because it's like whoop-de-doo. FC25 has not been really in a good spot since Team of the Season. After Team of the Year, really, it's kind of dropped off. But I think really just people are kind of done with the game in the summer. Footies is not out yet. Maybe that could change some things. But every time the news about a new game is coming around, I know that we're all suckers for the same cycle. But it's because we love football, man. It is because we love football, and restarting over with the gold cards is still, to me, after playing this game for over 10 years now, one of the most fun things. The restart of the grind, even though they take your coins, whatever, it's just that start fresh. It used to be something that I think I was annoyed at. I kind of like it now. I just look forward to that grind of restarting, and maybe that means a redemption arc for potential redeeming of what we've experienced recently in FC25. Anyways, guys, I'll stop yapping. Let me know in the comments what you're feeling about these leaks in terms of the season, pass rewards, the evos, the points, the icons, and all of that. Will you be pre-ordering right now? Will you get sucked into it later in August or July? We'll be continuing the conversation about this for sure very soon. Again, if you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the second channel here and to the main channel as well. And check the links down below in the description. And I will see you on a new video very soon. Thank you guys for watching and have a great rest of your day. It's been Nate the Footy Count. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.